Hey, here we go. Sometimes you just gotta unplug, replug in. What is up? This is Biro as always, and as of course you gotta look up Evo Retro, your gaming needs, your, you know, everything going on. So definitely give it a look, get your gaming stuff. But today is the day we always have our most coveted show, Biro Sports Talk. I'm your host, Biro. Need to shave, though. Definitely need to shave. This, anyways. So, anyways, you could always email your questions to ByroSportsTalk at gmail.com. Because, good times for all, man. Good times for all. Oh, man. There we go. Get it going. You know what's up. So, today's kind of a trial run for some changes potentially with Biro Entertainment. Let's see. As you know, we are on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitch. But here's the thing: the Twitch family have been disappointing. So, we're definitely focusing on what matters most, which is you guys out there, those on Facebook, those on YouTube. Just saying. So, taking that all into consideration, let's start with the obvious. So, the obvious, we're talking draft grades today. Because we skipped a week. Because, if you haven't looked on the socials, somebody is going to be a dad come this fall. Super excited, but let's get back to what matters most. What matters most is I'm going to be a dad. Let's be honest. But let's get back to sports because that's why you guys are here. So let's start with the draft. So first up, we got the Arizona Cardinals. This is NFL.com. We're going to read what they say, and then we're going to compare it with what I think. So, their picks, they got Trey McBride, tight end, defensive end, Cameron Thomas, which sounds like a bigger name than it should. Micah Sanders, edge rusher, Keontae Ingram, Lacidus Smith, Christian Matthew, Jesse Lucetta, and Marquise Hayes. Not a bad look of picks. So let's look at this. So we're looking at this. The biggest thing is they traded for Marquise Brown. Marquise Brown's going to be a key for them. It's going to be big. It's going to be what you remember from this draft is they traded for Marquise Brown. These options they got some O-line to help protect Kyler, some defense to bolster the defense. I think Trey McBride will be an interesting pick, especially with Zach Ertz there. I think that gives you double tight ends with very, very talented upside. Very strong. They go A- with this draft. I think it's a very positive B+. I'm not wowed enough to go A. I think B plus B, honestly. And I think they got the right picks. It's just for an A, you gotta have wow. You gotta have something awesome. So let's look. Atlanta Falcons. I mean, you got the Atlanta Falcons draft picks. They got Drake London, great pickup. Arnold Ibikite, very talented player. Troy Anderson from Montana State. Desmond Ridder, which is a surprise to some that he was the second one off the board. D'Angelo Malone, Tyler Alleger, Justin Schaefer, and John Fitzpatrick. Honestly, London will be a great pick. Drake London is going to be great. Mariota is going to use him. It should be good. Ridder gets the weight. I think letting him wait a year behind Mariota let them adjust to the game will be best. And I think that's what we're going to remember most with a lot of these quarterbacks. They're going to get the time they need, and they'll become solid backups slash probably transition starters. But I want to see these quarterbacks, some of them, excel. For example, Ritter. I like Ritter. He was great. If he can get his mechanics down, that's where he will exceed. They give him a B plus. I have to agree with the B plus. I don't see anything too wow, but I love the picks, especially early on. Towards the end, it's so-so, but I like it otherwise. The Ravens. Kyle Hamilton, Tyler Lindenbaum, David Ajabo, Travis Jones, Daniel Falili, Jalen Armour Davis, Charlie Kohler, Jordan Stout, Isaiah Likely. I like that pick. Not for here, but I like him. Marion Williams, Tyler Beatty. So I'm looking at this draft. They give him a nice A. I like Hamilton. I like Linderbaum. I like Likely. But let's be honest. I think losing Brown's going to hurt. I do. I really do. I think Brown gone is going to hurt. I got to give this draft more. I'm going B plus again. I like the picks. Don't get me wrong. They went with Kohler, Isaiah State, Kohler, and then they went with Likely, and I just don't like that double pick. Tight end's not one that needs to be a double pick. And I don't mind the picks. It's just, again, Hamilton's great. He's going to be great. Linderbaum, solid starter. I'm sure of it. But from there, Ajobo should be a very good edge rusher. You got some talented players. It's a matter of if they pan out. And I feel like they're not. So let's be honest right now. So we're looking at this. Next is the Bills. Kier Elam, loved the pick. James Cook, enjoyed that pick. Terrell Bernard, talented player. Khalil Shakir, talented player. Punter Matt Areza, Christian Benford, Luke Tenuta, Balin Spector. Throwing names out there. They get a solid A from NFL.com, and this is my first. I think for what they needed, this is a solid A. Get Elam, talented corner. Get a strong running back and Cook. Depth, and depth is what I see, and that's what they need for a talented team like the Bills. So, yeah, I got to go with A. Cook is also a speedy running back. He can receive. It's a great – I think Elam's a big one. So, very talented. Really like it. So, here's an interesting one. Panthers, Carolina. Ike Ekwonu, Matt Carroll, Brandon Smith, Amari Barno, Cade Mays, and Kalen Barnes. So looking at it that way, I like Ike, very talented guy. Hey, Chronic with another subscription, 2 months strong, nice. Appreciate it, Chronic. I also like that my thing has it in 2 different spots. That's hilarious to me. So, Icky, tackle, very talented. Love the pick. I like Matt Carroll, who will have a chance to start technically. I mean, they don't know what they're doing with Darnold. They don't know what they're doing with any of the quarterbacks they have. Then you have Brandon Smith, Amari Barno, Cade Mays, and Kalen Barnes. Oh my goodness, man. Looking at this and I see... Oh man, just Oh, that hurts just looking at it. Love that Facebook's on here, though. Looking out for you, fam. But, moving right along. We said Amari, Cade Mays, Kalen Barnes. They get an A minus for NFL.com. I'm giving him a solid, I think, B plus. Again, if I was a teacher, I would give a few A's. But again, if I was a teacher, I'd give a lot more A's than I do for this type of criticism. I do think it's a B plus, not an A minus. Why? I think they're top strong. I think Brandon Smith could be something, but from there, I'm just not. I don't think you got what you needed. I don't think you got what you needed. And I think they're in for a long haul. I think Carroll will prove, hey, I need a chance to start. And they'll go from there. So let's see. It's still looking, still looking. Bears. I see the Bears. And I have to admit, first thought of this draft for the Bears wasn't too high. They get an A minus from NFL.com. Let me tell you how I feel. I like the Kyler Gordon pick. I like the Jaquan Brisker. We're focusing on what I think needs to happen. We know the strength of our team is defense, and we need some help in the back. Help that. Good. Great. We get Velus Jones. Obviously, we're going to need more weapons. This year, we're going to make do with what we have. But Jones will prove to be a nice slot guy, and we'll go from there. Braxton Jones, Zach Thomas, Doug Kramer, Jatire Carter, 4 offensive linemen. Love it. It's depth. They don't have to start. They're depth picks. If they prove to be starters, that's even better. But they're there in case of injury. Or if we really need a change of scenery. Abner's an okay 3rd, 4th running back. Dominique Robinson, I don't know if he'd be a guy. He might be more of a practice squad guy. Elijah Hicks was late pick, another depth pick, and then Trenton Gill for punter. Honestly, could be interesting. Get an A minus from NFL.com. I give it an A minus as well. I want to give it more of a B plus, but I like these picks. I like where they went. The only one I don't particularly like is the edge. But that's okay. So Cincinnati is next. Your runners up from last year. Oh man. So interesting. So the Bengals. Strong picks, honestly. Like the Daxton Hill pick. Cam Taylor-Britt's a good pick. Zachary Carter, Cordell Volson, Tyson Anderson, and Jeffrey Gunter. So looking at this, I see Daxton Hill. I like Cam Taylor-Britt. They're both positions they needed. I like Zachary Carter for depth pick. Cordell Volson to help with the line that they've already rebuilt through free agency. Tyson Anderson's a decent safety to look at. And Jeffrey Gunter was also very talented. Very talented for Coastal Carolina. I think this A minus might be a little low. That NFL.com gave. I will give them an A. Honestly, I like what they did. I like how they're retooling instead of rebuilding. And that's what they need to do. They need to retool to get back to the Super Bowl. Next are the Browns. I would give a lower grade if I would consider that Baker Mayfield is still on the roster. Let me just throw that out there first. So let's start with this. They didn't have a first day pick. Did not have a first day pick. They got Martin Emerson at 68. Alex Wright. David Bell was... I like that pick at least. Mike Woods I like. Wide receiver. I like Jerome Ford, running back. Cade York, kicker. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Cade York's a good kicker. Perrion Winfrey, Isaiah Thomas. And, of course, Dawson Deaton. A lot of Big 12, I noticed. But, is it a B? Like I said, I like Ford, I like Woods, I like York, I like Bell. I like those four. And from there, I would say it's okay. Is it a B? Probably a very solid B. I think they could have done better, even with having the late one. But I think it'll be intriguing how it plays out. Dallas. Let's go to Dallas. Dallas Cowboys. Got Tyler Smith at 24. Sam Williams at 56. Wide receiver Jalen Talbert. Tight end Jake Ferguson. Matt Waletzko. Wow. Matt Waletzko. There we go. Darren Bland. All probably mispronounced. Don't get me wrong. Damon Clark. John Ridgway. Devin Harper. They got a B from NFL.com. I'm looking at this. I have to give it like a B as well. I can't think of a C or a reason for a C here. And I like some of the picks. But do they wow me? No, they don't wow me at all. For example, the Jalen Tolbert could have been better. Jake Ferguson, probably a decent pick. I like Tyler Smith. But like I said, nothing. Just not wowed by the Cowboys. Denver. Man, give them an A for just Russell Wilson. Like, no doubt. Excuse me. No first round picks. So let's go here. They went Nick Bonito, Greg Dolchik, Damari Mathis, Riki. I'm so wrong. Delarian Turner, Yell, Montrell Washington, Luke Wattenberg, Matt Henningsen, and Nathaniel Hicks. You're looking at all of this, and quite frankly, they give him an A, and I'm just like, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at more of a B plus. I'm positive about it, but at the same time, I'm not wowed whatsoever. I see why they got an A. I like Bonito. I like Dolchik. I don't know if I like the rest, though. And that's not just because I can't barely pronounce their names. Here's one. This will be interesting. So the Lions. They got a B plus for this one. I'll be honest. I'll give you my opinion here in a sec. Let's get some water real quick. As you know, gotta stay hydrated. Aiden Hutchinson, Jameson Williams, Josh Pascal, Kirby Joseph, James Mitchell, Malcolm Rodriguez, James Houston. I'll go with that. And Chase Lucas. I like these picks, man. I do. Made bank with the consensus number one, basically, coming in at number 2. Jameson Williams at 12. Not a bad pick. I think Joseph played for a bad team, but is going to probably be a good player. I think you got solid guys. I think this B plus is more of an A minus. This is one time where I would move it up. I think the Lions did better than that. So, oh, here we go. They gave the Packers, my least favorite team in the league, Packers, got an A. They got Quay Walker, Devontae Wyatt, Christian Watson, Sean Ryan, Romeo Doubs, Zach Tom, Kingsley, Anegbar, Tariq Carpenter, Jonathan Ford, Rasheed Walker, and Samari Torre. Not bad. I love the two defensive picks. Question the Watson one, but a lot of talk about him being good. Don't mind the tackles, even though they got 3 linebackers for more depth. 2 more wide receivers in Romeo Dubes and Samari Torre. I just don't know if you can see it. But man, would I have gone for someone else like Pickens or more. Pickens I was high on. I would go B+ for the Packers, though. You can't doubt the first 2 picks. I question the third a little from there. Texans, Derek Stingley Jr. You got Kenyon Green, Jalen Petrie, John Minchie III. Ooh, good steal there. Christian Harris, Damian Pierce, Thomas Booker, Tegan Kitiori. I don't know. Ooh, such a butch. Butch that up. Butch that name. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And Austin Dukeless. Probably butch that name too. So, I like this. It's probably a solid B+ for me. B by NFL.com. I give it a little edge. Menchie's a good value pick, though. Petrie's probably undervalued. Christian Harris is a solid guy at 75. Pierce is probably a solid guy at 107. But not bad. I like it. Here's one that's going to be intriguing. The Colts. Got Alec Pierce at 53. That was their first pick. Jelani Woods. Bernhard Raymond. Nick Cross. Eric Johnson. Andrew Ogletree. Curtis Brooks. And Rodney Thomas. I look at all this, and I just think, a C. How is this a C? I like the Alec Pierce pick, especially with Matt Ryan. I don't mind Jelani Woods. Jelani Woods would be a good pick to me. Tackles, good. Defense, I give it a B+. I like the picks. I like what they did. They unloaded Wentz. Yeah, they don't have the first day, but I like what they did. I do. I think it will help them become playoff contenders this year. Oh, man. I can't take it anymore. Sorry. I was trying to watch a stream while streaming, and I can't do it anymore. Going back to music like I know how. Or what I normally would do is listen to music, so we'll do that. So anyways, yeah, Jacksonville Jaguars. They're next. Trayvon Walker, big upside, but will he live up to it? Love Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd, favorite pick for linebacker in this draft. Luke Fortner, Chad Muma, Snoop Connor, Gregory Jr., and Monteric Brown. They give him a B+. I might go B, honestly, or B-. I'm going B, though, because I think Trayvon will prove to be good. I don't know if great, number 1 overall, great is what we would go, but I think good. And I think B is a solid B. I don't know about B+. They give a lot of oomph. Snoop, they say, is very comparable with their other running backs. Yeah, I love Lloyd, though. Lloyd's going to be a good one. They think Muma from Wyoming's also going to be good. That'll be intriguing. Here's one that will also be surprising. Kansas City Chiefs. You're looking at an A by NFL.com. What do I think, though? We got Trent McDuffie. We got George Karlaftis. Everyone was kind of high, but him dropping to 30 makes... 30, I don't know if I would have gone 30 there. Sky Moore, though, Brian Cook, Leo Chenell, Joshua Williams, Darian Kinnard, Jalen Watson, Isaiah Pacheco, and Nazia Johnson. Or Nazi Johnson, however you want to call it. So, what is it, as some would say? Well, here's what I would think. Sky Moore, great pick. I like the McDuffie pick. I don't know if I like Karlaftis. There was a lot of people high on him. I thought he was more of like an early second round guy, maybe. So maybe 30s high to me, but probably not bad. Cincinnati kid's probably not bad. A lot of decent talent. I just don't think it's A though. I think it's more B plus. That's just a personal opinion again, so I'm gonna go B plus on it. So B plus, you know how it is. Biro's a little harder than the NFL experts. So next up, the Raiders, because Strictly Bearded, he's a big Raiders guy. So more surprised he's not here to take a look at this. So Dylan Parham, their first pick at 90, Zamir White, Neil Farrell Jr., Matthew Butler, Thayer Munford Jr., and Britton Brown. They were an A minus. I think that's too high. I know they got Devontae Adams, but you can't take that trade and compare it. So, without comparing it into this, it's definitely not an A minus. I look at this, I'm thinking probably B minus. You know what? Just because I haven't, we'll go B minus. Why? Because I like the guard. Don't get me wrong, I like the guard. 2 running backs, though? Do you really need the running backs that badly? Defensive tackles? Yeah, you need them, but do you need them? I like the offensive line, but where's the depth for receiver? Where's, like, defensive back, maybe even? Always a struggle for them. But yeah, that's where I would have preferred to see. So B minus, my first real difference. So Chargers. Let's start here. Chargers. Zion Johnson, JT Woods, Isaiah Spiller, who I like. Otito Ogbania, Jamari Salier, Jasser Taylor, Dion Leonard, and Xander Horvath. Yeah, terrible at names. I don't mind it. It's an all not I can't complain about any of it. I like Zion, he's not a bad pickup. JT Woods, solid player. Spiller I liked. I thought he would be a good steal for any team. Can't complain about defensive tackle for a team that's already defensively studded out. Protection for Sawyer. 2 corners for depth, really. And a fullback, man. You can get a good fullback at 260. Horvath. They got an A, and I'm sticking with it, man. A for that draft class. The Rams, man. Whew. Off a Super Bowl win. What rookie? Oh, man. Some rookies are going to feel the pressure. Some are going to embrace being picked by someone. I see potato. So draft picks. They went Logan Bruss, Jacoby Durant, Kyron Williams, Quentin Lake, Darian Kendrick, Daniel Hardy, Russ Yeast, and AJ Curry. They get an A, and honestly, I want to give them B or hurt them in some way because they're champions and my team's not a champion. But let's be honest, this is probably an A. They got some line help, got depth at some positions that probably needed depth. They had a good draft. They're an A. You can't complain with that, especially with where they were picking. The Dolphins are next. Oh, boy. 4 picks. And NFL.com gave them a B. Channing Tindall, Eric Azukanma, Cameron Good, and Skylar Thompson. I don't know if I would give them a B. Personally, I'm probably sitting at a C+. C+. Tyndall, probably okay pick. He'll probably become something. Is Azukana going to be anything though? I don't know. Cameron Good going to be something? I doubt it. Skylar Thompson going to see the light of day? Doubt it. And honestly, they got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle already. If you consider Tyreek Hill, sure, but these four, C, what did I say? C plus, C plus, yeah. Minnesota Vikings, man, we're getting towards the bottom. We're getting there. Are we there? Not quite yet. But the Minnesota Vikings, they got Lewis Sign, great pickup. Andrew Booth, I like that pick too. Ed Ingram, Brian Azamo, Mo, Caleb Evans, Azizi Atamau, Ty Chandler, Veteran Lowe, Jalen Naylor, and Nick Muse. So much butchering, man. It hurts. It hurts. So why? Why is the question. Anyways, what do I think? I like it. They get an A minus from NFL.com. I'm giving them an A. Why? Because I like Sign. I like Booth. Asamoah is probably not bad for the linebacker. Ingram's probably going to be a solid guard. You got talented guys. Got depth where you need it. I have to go with an A. Solid A. Honestly, I'm agreeing with a lot of picks this year already that I'm seeing for next year. When we do the pre-season predictions come August, you'll probably hear this a lot, but I'm thinking Vikings are going to win the division. You heard it here first? Yeah, if you've seen it here first. But that's who I would go with. Patriots. Oh, it's tough. So much hate for this Cole Strange pick. They got a C plus by NFL.com. Cole Strange, Tyquan Thornton, though. Marcus Jones, Jack Jones, Pierre Strong, Bailey Zappi, Kevin Harris, Sam Roberts. My opinion, probably more of a B minus draft. I don't think it's a C plus draft. I think it's more of a B minus. I think they got value in a lot of different places. I don't know about the Kevin Harris running back pick, but it's probably best available. Sam Roberts going to be a project. Chasen Hines, Andrew Stuber. Probably some depth there for the O-line. Solid guys, probably from big-time schools. You got the Jones combo. I think it could turn out into something better than what expected. So B minus. A lot of people hate that they got Cole Strange, though. Poor guy. I hope he does prove people wrong. The Saints. How do I feel about the Saints? 5 picks, though. 5 picks. Got to remember that. Chris Olave, Trevor Penning. Love those picks. Alontae Taylor. Enjoyed that. DeMarco Jackson and Jordan Jackson. You look at these, and NFL.com gives a C+. I personally love it. I think it's more B+. That's a big jump for me. Trust me. I think it's a B+. Talented wide receiver that you needed. Talented tackle. A corner. That could be a number 2, number 3 right away. Jackson, practice squad. Jordan Jackson, practice squad. Both Jacksons, practice squad, but could probably earn their way in if they do well. You're telling me that can't happen, though? I think that would be great. Ooh, here's a good one. The Giants. This is another one I really enjoyed. So, Kayvon Thibodeau, Evan Neal, Wandale Robinson, Joshua Azudu, Cordale Flott, Daniel Bellinger, Dane Belton, Micah McFadden, DJ Davidson, Marcus McKeithen, and Darian Beavers. So looking at these guys, they got an A minus from NFL.com. Knocked it out, knocked it out, knocked it out. First three picks. I'm not gonna lie. First three knocked it out. Azudu, another depth protection, yeah. Marcus McKeithen later on, protection, yeah. Corner for defense, safety for defense, linebacker for defense, 2 linebackers for defense, technically, yeah. I'm looking at this and I have to bump it up to an A, man. A just sounds better, looks better, and makes sense for this. Especially since Kayvon Thibodeau was supposed to be like number 1 overall for the longest time. And who else but the Jets also knocking it out? They get an A from NFL.com. You got Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, Jermaine Johnson, the second. 3 first-rounders, all great picks. Breece Hall is a good pick. Jeremy Ruckert, also a good, Ruckert's a good pick. Max Mitchell, like that tackle as well. Defensive end, Michael Clemens. A, man, solid A. Got it. Solid A. That was a great draft. Eagles, though, another one that's going to be intriguing. Taking out A.J. Brown, though. Take that out. Don't need a wide receiver anymore. Jordan Davis, defensive tackle. Cam Jurgens, center. Okay. Nakobe Dean, strong pickup. Kyron Johnson, okay. And Grant Calcaterra, something like that. Tight end. Not bad. Not bad at all. I give it more of an A minus. I don't think it's quite an A. I think it's an A minus. I would have liked to see a running back, personally. Solid running back. I think the tight end's great. Could potentially see him in 2 years. I think the linebackers will do something. Davis is going to be great. Jurgens is probably a great guy to have with Hurts, not going to lie. So, yeah, you got decent players there, man. A minus for sure. Pittsburgh Steelers, oh boy. Your boy here predicted Kenny Pickett number 20 while the experts went Malik Willis. There's nothing in my mind that said Malik Willis would have been in Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett fits what Pittsburgh looks for. George Pickens, great pickup. I like that pickup. To Marvin Leal. Okay. Calvin Austin. Okay. Talent. Connor Hayward. Yeah. Mark Robinson. And then a throwaway pick, essentially, with Chris Oladokin. Another quarterback. A minus, I think it's accurate. I think A minus is a very solid pick. Only because you threw away that last pick. If you would have got something of value or even traded it away, probably was an A, but that last pick just makes it an A minus to me. I don't know if Robinson's going to become anything. Hayward's probably going to be okay. Austin, Pickens, new combo, that's going to be great. I like that. I like that. And Pickett will love them. So, good luck. Trubisky's there right now, though. So, we'll see how that plays out. Trubisky probably going to do well as well. Wouldn't surprise me, let Trubisky start for a little bit and let Pickett learn for a little bit. Kind of like what Trubisky did. So the 49ers, they got Drake Jackson, Tyrion Davis-Price, Danny Gray, Spencer Buford, Samuel Womack, Nick Zicki, maybe? Kalia Davis, Tariq Castro-Fields, and Brock Purdy. They got a B minus. I think it's more of a B. I think a lot of the depth picks will help. A strong running back earlier on. Another receiver to help, maybe. We'll see how all that works. I think Purdy was just because he's a quarterback and quarterbacks did bad, and he's not a bad quarterback. He's okay. The problem is a lot of these quarterbacks could be career backups. That's the problem. Or at least they're valued as career backups. Sorry. The Seahawks, how they do? I like Charles Cross. I didn't mind that pick. Boye Mafe, Kenneth Walker, I liked. Abraham Lucas, Kobe Bryant, I like. Tariq Woolen, I like. Tyreek Smith from Ohio State, I like. Bo Melton, Dareke Young. 2 wide receivers at the end. I don't mind all this, honestly. They get a C plus from NFL.com. I think they're more of a B. Nothing wow, but they got what they needed. They got a good running back. They got good tackle, some tackles, some good corners. They got depth, and I think they're more of a 7 and 9, 7 and 10, 8 and 9 team though. So that's where I would rank them. Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay. They gave him an A. What do I think? Logan Hall, Luke Godecki, Rashad White, Cade Otton, Jake Camarda, Zion McCollum, Co Kieft, and Andre Anthony. I would give it more of a A-, B+ area. We'll go A-. They got what they needed, but nothing spectacular. Logan Hall probably was their guy. That's why they traded back. Godecki's probably not a bad pickup as well. Because that's kind of what the Buccaneers do. They get solid picks. Titans. What do people think of the Titans? Trading away Brown. Not going to consider that, of course. We're looking at Traylon Burks. Great pickup. Roger McCreary. Okay. Decent. Nicholas Petit-Frere. Good tackle. Not great, but good. Malik Willis, was rated as the top quarterback. Rasan Haskins. Okay. Chigozmium Akonwu. So terrible at names. Kyle Phillips, Theo Jackson, Chance Campbell. They get an A from NFL.com. I give them an A. I think that's a good draft for what they had. Finally, we are on the last team. Whew. And I knew the NFL draft review would get all this time. So, the Washington Commanders. Got Carson Wentz. Yeah. So what do I think? Jahan Dotson. Okay, good, decent guy, I guess. Fedarian Mathis, Brian Robinson, Percy Butler, Sam Howell, Cole Turner, Chris Paul. Not that Chris Paul. And Christian Holmes. They get a B from NFL.com. I think they get a... I gotta go like B-, man. I'm sorry, but B-. Why? I think Robinson's probably going to be good. Fedarius Mathis is probably going to be good. Dotson probably going to be good. Howell probably going to be good. Decent player. He was touted at the beginning of the college season as the top quarterback prospect. Kind of fell off the face of the earth due to a terrible year. He was surrounded by not very good players, honestly. But I don't know. Percy Butler, Cole Turner, Chris Paul, all these other guys, don't know if they're going to be much. They could, but I just don't know if they will. They say Paul has the potential to be like a Brandon Scherf, who's a very talented guy. Very good, talented guy. So you can't complain there, man. So where does that leave us as Biro Sports Talk comes to an end? Because, we like to keep it about a half hour. Today it ran because of this review. But that's fair. It's always fair. What's next for Biro and Biro Entertainment? Well, I'll tell you what's next. Proving it. Wait, Twitch is just more pulling me down than helping me build this brand. There might be less streams in the future. It would be nice to see the work, the effort I put in paying off through Twitch, but it's not. Let's be honest. It's just not. So we'll see how often the streams come. But you can be sure that Biro Sports Talk will be there. Because Biro's going to be honest. And Biro's going to tell you how it is. Because that's what Biro does. Ha ha ha. I only laugh because that's like half true. I'm just looking online real quick. Is it worth it? Can I find somebody? I think I found somebody. So, for those on Twitch, though, because I really am forcing myself to do this more, because it's more important to me to see people grow than to, not support them in some way. So we're going to raid someone, because I feel like it, So let's do this real quick. We're going to raid real quick, because that means nothing to the rest of you. I know it doesn't. If I could spell, we are going to go after this person. Because Tom Clancy's The Division 2, I love The Division. I didn't get to play it much. But here we are, going to raid this person. So, for those that don't know, mature audiences only. Moving forward, good luck and have fun. See you on the other side. However, for those not oh man, my viewer count was that. Wow, rating with 3. There we go. That works. But I'll tell you what, those who are still here, I appreciate it. Anybody else, just know I appreciate you. I will see you guys sometime. I don't know if it will be next Thursday for Biro Sports Talk or this weekend or Tuesday. But be sure we will be there for Thursday Biro Sports Talk. And I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to give a look at Evo Retro. And I will see you then. Peace.